Hello, welcome to the Virtual Transfer College Fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Counselors and StriveCan. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at strivescan.com/Virginia. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website. Now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter, Radford University.
All right, good evening, everyone. Can everyone see my screen okay?
Looks great.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, thank you all so much for being with us tonight. My name is Whitney Pitchkey, and I am one of the regional assistant directors for Radford University. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started with all the information that you need to know about Radford. So Radford University is a mid-sized comprehensive university located right in the heart of the New River Valley. So you can see on the map there's a little star that's right where we are. So we are right in between the Appalachian Mountains and the Blue Ridge Mountains, right in the heart of the New River Valley. Our total enrollment is just over 9,000 students, so we're a really nice size. We're not so big that you feel like you are a face in the crowd or just a number, but we're not so small either that you feel like you're with the same people over and over and over. So it's a really nice size where you get the best of the small and the best of the big. As far as our breakdown of male-female ratio, we are right on par with about the national average, and we are about a 32% first-generation college student population, which we are very, very proud of. So going on to the next slide, you can see here on the very bottom of the screen, the average class size is about 29 students. So at Radford, regardless of what you study, you are going to really get a chance to have some great one-on-one interactions with your fellow students, with your professors. This is where Radford really does start to feel like a small college because your classroom environment is going to be very small. You also can see that fewer than 3% of our classes are taught by graduate assistants or teaching assistants. So you are working directly with the faculty in the departments. You are working directly with them. They are your professors, your academic advisors. They play a huge role in your undergraduate experience. On the right-hand side of the page, you'll see all the different colleges that we have, which house all 108 of our different academic programs. There is a full list on our website, which will tell you all the different majors, minors, and concentration areas that we offer. So feel free to check out our website. Just to highlight some of the top ones, nursing and the School of Education tend to be some of our most popular programs. They tend to be what Radford is known for, but we also have a very strong computer science, criminal justice program. We also have a very strong visual and performing arts program. So art, music, theater, dance, design, these are all very popular programs at Radford as well. And again, feel free to check out our website for more specific information about the majors. So moving on to our campus resources, campus life, on the left-hand side of the page, you'll see all of the different resources that we offer. These are going to be very similar to what you may already have at your current college or university. So opportunities for you to engage with the Career and Talent Development Office would be obviously during your senior year when you're ready to start looking for your first job after college. This is a great office for you. They will also work with you during your entire 4 years with us, or in your case as transfer students, 2 or 3 years, depending on how long you're with us. But they will work with you on resume writing, cover letter writing, interview skills, all the things that you would need to be prepared for that first job. All of the other resources are listed there. One I would like to highlight for transfer students is our Military Resource Center. So we do have a very strong military or student veteran population on our campus. And so the Military Resource Center not only helps you with all the logistical pieces of the application process and the enrollment process, but also helping to connect you with other student veterans on our campus. On the right side of the page, you'll see just a highlight of all the different campus engagement opportunities that we have. So we are Division I collegiate athletics in the Big South Conference. We have over 300 clubs and organizations, everything from student leadership organizations to volunteer and service organizations, arts organizations, you name it, there is something for you. Greek life, you name it, there is something for everyone. Radford is definitely very much a residential campus, but you do not have to live on campus as a transfer student, so you are able able to live off campus if you would like. We also did just start a transfer housing community this past year, which we are very excited about. So this is a housing opportunity where the students actually are all transfer students, and they are actually engaged in various programs and activities that are specific for transfer students. So going into a little bit about the finances, our cost is listed down at the bottom for both in-state and out-of-state. This includes tuition fees, room, and board. The full breakdown of everything is available on our website, so feel free to check that out. You can also see, though, that only a few students, very few students actually pay the full sticker price. So about 70% of our students do receive some form of financial aid in the form of either a need-based financial aid package or a scholarship. So we do review all applicants who apply to transfer. We do review your application for transfer merit-based scholarships. And so your application to Radford, to transfer to Radford, is also your application for the transfer scholarship. So there's no separate application for that. Finally, we'll talk a little bit about the application process. Radford has two different applications that we use. So you can use either the common application, or you can use just the Radford specific transfer application. Either one is fine for us. We do not have an application fee. So regardless of which application you choose, it is free to apply. So definitely another cost saving benefit for you. We will need your official college transcript. So college transcript from each institution that you've previously attended. We do not need your high school transcript unless you have completed less than 24 credit hours at your current college. And if you do not have a college level math course, we would like to see your high school transcript in that case. If you're not sure whether you need to submit a high school transcript or not, feel free to just let us know. We can take a look at your college transcript and determine if we actually need to see your high school transcript or not. The deadlines as far as applying, we accept students for both fall and spring terms. We also have students who come in during this summer term, and the deadlines are listed there, so feel free to check out the application and the deadline on our website. And that, I think, is my 6 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and stop my screen sharing and turn it over to the next presenter.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Catawba College.
Okay, hi everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. My name is Katie Connor and I am an admissions counselor at Catawba College. We are a private liberal arts college in North Carolina, and I'm going to spend the next 6 minutes telling you a little bit more about us and what it would be like to transfer here.
Screen is still in presenter view. Like your slideshow is showing like the current slide and the next slide.
Oh. I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay if it stays that way. Just
let me try this again. I'm sorry.
no, you're totally fine.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, and then if you go under slideshow and just the tab, and then you'll be able to present from that slide. Yeah.
Is that not working for you guys?
It's just in like the edit mode still.
I am so sorry. I don't know what I am doing wrong.
If you hit from beginning, that should.
That's actually what I'm hitting.
Okay.
Oh.
It still shows the slides if you want to just continue and just
Yeah,
click along through them.
I'll go ahead and continue. Thanks for your patience with the Zoom difficulty. So a little bit more about us. We are a private liberal arts institution of about 1,300 undergraduate students. While we're not exclusively an undergraduate campus, we did recently start 4 new graduate programs in mental health counseling, business administration, sport management, and STEM education. So if you're interested in continuing your education beyond your bachelor's degree, it might be an extra perk if you're interested in any of those. 70% of our students overall live on campus. As transfer students, if you're coming in with more than 64 credit hours, you do not have to live on campus. And if you're coming in with more than 24 credit hours, you would typically live in one of our upperclassmen residential halls. Now, while we're in a regional area of North Carolina, we do have students come from 29 states and 19 countries. So you wouldn't have to fear that you're going to be the only student from Virginia. It's not like that here. We do have a very diverse student body if that's something that you're looking for. And finally, 38% of our students come from underrepresented backgrounds, and that has been steadily growing every year, and we expect it to do the same. To tell you a little bit about Salisbury, North Carolina, we are about 40 minutes from Charlotte and 40 minutes from Winston-Salem and about 55 minutes from Greensboro. So these are 3 major metropolitan areas in North Carolina. So if you're looking for access to a major city, you definitely have that. To tell you a bit about our programs, our School of Arts and Sciences is where you're going to find all your typical liberal arts majors: English, biology, sociology, etc. Our Kettner School of Business has very popular programs in business administration, finance, mathematical finance, sports marketing, etc. Our School of Education allows you to get licensure in K through 12, along with specialization in theater education, music education, special ed, and physical education. Our School of Health Science and Human Performance has really popular programs in nursing. That's one of our biggest, as well as sports management, therapeutic recreation, and a few others. And finally, our School of Performing Arts, if any of you are performing arts minded, we traditionally rank in the top 20 nationally for top college theater. And one of our 6 music programs is a popular music program. And that's one of about a dozen in the country that's offered and geared towards students who are trying to make it in the popular music industry. So our average class size is about 15, and you can see with our small student body and our 70 academic programs, if you do the math, they're all going to be pretty small. So with you guys coming in as transfer students, it's not going to be uncommon to have classes of 3 people or 5 people or 8 people. It is not a place you can hide here at Catawba. Our student faculty ratio is 12 to 1, and that's pretty hard to beat. And 0% of our classes are taught by TAs, so that's a teaching assistant. Even though we did recently start those graduate programs, we just don't offer that, the TA position whatsoever. So you're always going to be being taught by professors with top degrees in their fields. Let's say none of these appeal to you. We also allow students to create their individualized major. So you could pull from several different schools and departments and create something interdisciplinary. On top of that, we also have a school for online and evening studies that has several very popular programs. A couple are business administration, RN to BSN, several others that you can find that list on our website. And that might be a good fit for you if you're not looking to be a traditional undergraduate transfer student either. A bit about our activities. We are a Division II campus. We have 23 athletic teams. Beach volleyball is a little unique for us. We're one of 2 schools in North Carolina to offer that. We also have 2 developmental teams in men's basketball and women's soccer. So if any of you are interested in transferring onto a team, we more than welcome that with our transfer students. We also offer 40 clubs and organizations. To get into the financial aid piece for the transfer process, since we are a private liberal arts school, our tuition and fees are the same regardless of whether you're coming from in-state or out of state. So you can see that they total to be about $42,500 per school year. With that being said, 100% of our students receive some sort of financial aid. So as a transfer student, you're going to automatically qualify for a merit scholarship, and that's going to be somewhere between $8,000 to $12,000 depending on your college level GPA. So on top of that merit-based scholarship that all students receive, we also have talent-based and departmental scholarships. So depending on what major you choose, those range from anywhere from $3,000 to full tuition. And with you guys being transfer students, you guys I don't really have to go over the FAFSA, but once you submit that to Catawba, we'll also determine any institutional need-based aid that you'll be eligible for. On top of all of those opportunities, we also offer Phi Theta Kappa scholarships as well. So let's talk a bit about the credit process, because I know that's probably a question with us being an out-of-state school. Students who are attending a community college can transfer up to 64 credits. Students who are attending a four-year college can transfer up to 90 credits. The easiest way for you guys as Virginia students to figure out what transfers is to just email us your unofficial transcript to admission@catawba.edu, and we can get you a transcript evaluation within probably no longer than a week. I think I am out of time, so I will stop sharing my screen, but I'm happy to answer any questions in the chat.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from UVAWise. And also a reminder, you can ask questions at any time through the Q&A. You don't need to wait for a speaker to come up. You can ask them for any of the universities.
Okay, guys, hello. Can everyone see my screen?
Looks good.
Okay, so guys, my name is Jamie Rose. I'm the Director of Admissions at the University of Virginia's College at Wise. So just want to take a few minutes just to talk to you guys about UVAWise. So we were founded in 1954. We are the only division college of the University of Virginia out of Charlottesville, Virginia. And we only have about 2,000 students total. So we are relatively on the small size when you're looking at colleges. Our student-faculty ratio is only about 13 to 1 on average, so professors know you. They also know what your plans are, what you want to do, whether that's graduate professional school upon graduation or going into the job force. Of course, coming in as a transfer student, you know, you would definitely be in some smaller classes, especially if you're transferring into those 300, 400 level junior, senior level classes. So we are located in Wise, Virginia. That is in the far southwestern tip of the state of Virginia. We are in the Appalachian Mountains. To give you a little bit of a reference point, we are about 30 minutes from Kentucky, almost an hour from Tennessee. So if you're in Richmond, we're about 5 hours away from you all. Roanoke, we're about 3 hours away. So that's where we are located. This next slide goes into a little bit more information as far as some of our majors and degree programs that we offer. So you can see a listing of our majors here. We typically have minors in most of those programs as well. Over on the far right-hand side in the column, you can actually see our pre-professional programs as well. So we have those. What you'll notice in the picture at the bottom, that is one of our biology professors, Mike Schell. So he is working with a student. We're very proud at UVAWise that we do have an undergraduate research symposium here on campus that really helps our students as far as acceptance rates into graduate professional schools. So you can be any major on campus and participate in undergraduate research. We actually send students to conferences. We foot the bill. We take care of that. But in that picture, you'll see Professor Schell and a current student actually working with the NMR spectrometer in chemistry. So even coming to UVAWise as an undergraduate student, you have the chance to participate in research. And the science program has an endowed scholarship program that goes along with their research area as well. We also have Army ROTC, so you can pair that with any of the majors we have as well. We also have an undergraduate software engineering program, which is one of the only ones in the state of Virginia. Of course, with the community college system, we do have guaranteed admission programs with most of the community colleges. We also have a program on campus called Innovate to Elevate. So we have partnered with Apple. Our students all receive what you see in the picture there, the iPad, the pencil, the keyboard. Students report back to us that they really love the Notability app. It's also a cost-saving factor for our students, so you can download textbooks instead of purchasing them, and those students actually get to keep the iPads upon graduation. So that makes getting messaging out to our students a lot easier. So we like that program here. As far as athletics, you can see the men's and women's teams that we have here on campus. We are NCAA Division II, and we are in the South Atlantic Conference. So if anybody is interested in athletics, please go to the athletics website. You can do some questionnaires, have your coaches reach out on your behalf as well. As far as student life, very robust student life program here on campus. We have over 50 clubs and organizations that students can be a part of course, naturally, based on where we're located. Huge outdoor recreation program. They do everything from tandem skydiving, deep sea fishing, whitewater rafting, and most of those events are free or very minimal cost to our students. We also have intramural sports. You can do everything from soccer, inner tube water polo. We just recently had national champions in cornhole. So if you see our social media, they actually received rings for that cornhole championship. And then student activities board, they do all kinds of things like glow rage paint parties, lots of things to keep our students active on campus. As far as financial aid, we award over $19 million in financial aid. We also are ranked and have been for a couple years now as students graduating with the least amount of debt. And we are very proud of that, you know, especially if you're planning on graduate professional school. That's when you want to accrue your cost as far as your college experience goes. We also have very generous merit-based scholarships, and those can cover the full tuition and fees for our students. We also have a program for Virginia residents only. If your family income is $40,000 or less, you're working towards your first bachelor's degree, then UVAWise will cover the cost of tuition and fees for you as a student. And we do that through our financial aid process. So a little bit about transfer students. If you have less than 30 hours from your college, we will require your high school information. You can apply through the Common App or our college application. There is a $25 application fee. We do require transcripts from all the colleges that you've attended. And then if you're less than 30 hours, we require that high school transcript as well. So you can see our average GPA for transfers is around a 3.5. And we have anywhere from 100 and 120 transfer students. We are offering in-person campus tours, so please feel free to reach out to us. We can show you around campus, take you in residence halls, the dining hall, show you our academic support offices. We have free tutoring for all of our students. You can talk to financial aid, you can talk to ROTC about scholarships. So please reach out to us if you guys have any questions, and we would love to see you on campus. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Liberty University.
Wow, I'm mad impressed at how quick she was, but good evening, y'all. My name is John Travis. I'm an admissions representative here at Liberty University, and what that means is I have the privilege of going to schools all across the United States and telling students about their opportunities at Liberty University. And so without further ado, let's hop in to a little bit about Liberty. Liberty University is one of the world's largest Christian universities. We do have over 200 undergraduate degree programs that you can actually choose to study in. And so I want to highlight a couple today by showing you some quick pictures. So like I said, this is just a quick view of campus. And first, I love highlighting the School of Business. It's our newest academic facility. Students started attending classes in the School of Business this past fall, and even students are attending classes there now. We are open. Students are practicing social distancing guidelines. They're wearing masks. And again, so we are abiding by all CDC guidelines when it comes to that. So students are attending class in person. We have our School of Music. The School of Music is the 7th largest school of music in the country. I had the privilege of graduating from the School of Music in 2018, and my wife will be finishing her Bachelor's of Music Education this fall. She's doing her student teaching right now. Another program we do have is our School of Engineering, and it is an ABET accredited program. So if you were thinking about going to somewhere like Virginia Tech or Purdue University, we do hold the same accreditation standards as they do. Additionally, we do have our School of Aeronautics. So if you're looking to become a pilot, or even if you're looking to become a flight attendant or an aviation maintenance technician, you can also do that. We were granted the Loaning Award, or the Loaning Trophy, which is granted to the top aviation program in the country, and we've been proud to receive that in the years 2017, 18, and 19. And so, you know, whether you want to be in the air, whether you want to be on the ground, or even flying drones, we can teach you how to do that. Next is going to be our School of Divinity, which is also one of the largest School of Divinities in the world. So if you're looking to become a pastor, a youth leader, you know, if you wanted to go into like camp and outdoor adventure leadership, or if you want to do something more so in the forest, we have a program for that, and we would love to share it with you. So while we're on the top of academics, I also want to say that we do have a partnership with the Virginia Community College System. So while you're taking classes, you can go to our website, liberty.edu, and actually search Virginia College or Virginia Community College System. And you can start seeing which community colleges in the state of Virginia that we have a partnership with. And you can also start dissecting what courses that you've taken and what you plan to take, and see how they would transfer into Liberty University. Real quick, I'd love to talk about student life on campus. And as you can see, we have a large campus where students can come and be a part of, but I don't want that to deter you. We do have 15,000 students that do attend classes on campus, but that's okay, because we do maintain a 24 student to 1 professor, and a lot of times an additional graduate student assistant available. So you have anywhere from 2 people or even more seeing over your academics. And so don't be concerned about class size. As you get more so into your major, I will say your class sizes do begin to shrink. I can speak, for example, myself, when I was in my music classes, there were definitely cases where I would be, I'd say, in a larger music class, but again, there were multiple professors, multiple graduate student assistants. But then once I started getting into my upper level courses, I started to find that niche group of people that I would be with the entire time. But one of the ways that we build community on campus is called Convocation. It's the largest weekly gathering of Christian young people in the world. Right now, we're hosting it virtually, obviously, because we do want to practice social distancing guidelines and those things set before us by the CDC. And so we're hosting that virtually on Wednesdays and Fridays. And so we give businessmen and women the opportunity to come and share their story and see how God has influenced their careers. And so one of those people we've been able to have is world-renowned Pastor Francis Chan. And so it's always a privilege being able to welcome people like him onto our stage. I want to talk about dining real quick. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'6". I love food. We do have our Reber Thomas dining hall that has over 20 stations within there. Recently, it was rated #1 in the United States 2 years in a row. But if you don't want to eat there, we do have a lot of other small locations on campus. Also, if you're looking to eat Chick-fil-A, Dunkin', or even Starbucks, you can also do that while you're on campus. Something else I love highlighting is that we are a Division I school. So we have 20 NCAA Division I sports, 40 club sports teams, you know, if you don't make that Division I level. And then we also have 20 intramural sports that you can be a part of. And so basketball, also football is another one of those sports you can be a part of. We were super thrilled that our men's football team brought home their first bowl victory this past year in the 2019 Cure Bowl. And then hockey is just another example of one of the club sports that we would be able to offer. Now, I want to talk cost real quick. Obviously, that's a big ticket item that students are always taking into consideration. At Liberty University, we are a private university, so we control all of our tuition costs. And at Liberty, as you can see, we are in the lower 25% of all private universities when you're considering costs. So 75% of other universities do cost more than we, or other private universities cost more than we do. So tuition for the academic year, we've had a freeze on it for the last, I believe, 3 academic years, sitting at $23,800 per academic year. And then something, you know, if you're concerned about the cost of college, that's okay, because 96% of our students receive some form of financial aid, meaning a grant, scholarship, or they're utilizing loans. But then if you don't want to take out loans, we do have student work opportunities available on campus. Last thing I want to offer is going to be, if you guys wanted to inquire, you can text JT to 49596. But also, if you have any questions, feel free to email us at admissions@liberty.edu or give us a call, 800-543-5317. We are doing in-person visits right now. The one that I am definitely recommending is Experience LU. If you go to our website, www.liberty.edu/visit us, you can read more about your opportunities to come to campus. But like I said, my name's Sean. If you have any questions, again, give us an email, admissions@liberty.edu. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll be answering all questions in the Q&A.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Johnson & Wales University.
Hi, my name's Marisa, and I'm joined here tonight by my colleague, Stacy. We are both Johnson & Wales University representatives who are based in Virginia. It's really cool. With Johnson & Wales, you get a lot of personal attention, and it starts right now at the college search process. And Johnson & Wales is an amazing university to transfer into because of our welcoming, inclusive communities. And we're different in a lot of ways. We actually have 2 campus locations. We were founded in Providence, Rhode Island, and we also have a campus in Charlotte, North Carolina. They're both beautiful locations. And whichever one you're at, what makes us really different is that you're gonna learn by doing. Johnson & Wales is all about hands-on experiential education. And in fact, our classrooms, you will not have any of those huge lecture halls. Our labs, it looks like the real world because you're doing real world things. Here's an example of some of our learning labs in Charlotte. Up in the left is our fashion lab. You'll see our biology lab. Down below on the right, that's our beverage sensory analysis lab. Again, Johnson & Wales is very different because of our experiential based education. All of our class sizes are small. 18:1 is our faculty to student ratio, but a lot of your labs will be even smaller than that. And our faculty really set us apart. They are all experts in their field who have incredibly rich experience having done what they're teaching, and they're great teachers too. They really become your mentors. And at Johnson & Wales, you are going to jump right into your major as soon as you get here. We interweave that, our hands-on labs along with our core educational classes. And here's some snapshots of our Providence, Rhode Island campus. We were founded there way back in 1914. So we have a rich tradition, a long history, over 100 years old. Rhode Island is a small state with great opportunities. And in fact, Providence has been named College Town, USA. And we have a beautiful diversity at all of our campuses. All combined, we're about a little over 12,000 students from all 50 states and almost 80 foreign countries. This is Charlotte here, a great contemporary city. It's a major league city that feels like a small town. It's the 2nd largest financial district in the country. And again, a beautiful diversity at our Charlotte, North Carolina campus. In fact, we're right by Panther Stadium for you sports fans out there. Here's a list of our majors. We have over 50 majors covering fields like business, culinary arts, electronics, technology, health and wellness. As you can see, a lot of majors that lead to exciting careers. Our College of Food Innovation and Technology, a lot of people might know our culinary arts program. It's not just the classics though, it's cutting edge things like research and development, nutrition, dietetics. And here's what really sets Johnson & Wales apart. We have a 97.7% career outcomes rate. That means that all of our grads, almost all of our grads, are doing what they want to do when they graduate, whether it's working in their field or going on to law school, MBA, and we have some accelerated programs too. We get that great number because of our internships. More than half of them pay, and 71% of our students receive a job offer after internship. You'll also go to career conferences as soon as you arrive here. It's like that old saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. At Johnson & Wales, you're going to start networking as soon as you arrive. Student life is nonstop. We have athletics, fraternities, sororities. You can get as involved as you want to, but you'll never be bored at Johnson & Wales. As a transfer student, it's your option if you'd like to live on campus or off campus. And we do have some lovely on-campus apartments. 94% of our students receive financial aid. At Johnson & Wales, it's free to apply for admission. This is our website. We're also on the Common App, and we still have a paper app for you traditionalists. All you need to do is apply, and again, it's free to apply. Submit your high school transcript and your college transcript. And as a transfer student, you can apply at any time during the year. We're on a semester system. We have a generous transfer credit allowance system. And if you want to see which of your courses will transfer in, just go to our TES, our transfer evaluation system. It's really easy. And Stacy is going to put in the chat box how you can access that. We also have a wonderful guaranteed admissions program. She'll also send the link for that so you can see a little bit more about it. As far as being a transfer student, we love having transfer students. We offer up to $14,000 renewable scholarships for up to 4 years. You don't need to apply for them separately. Just by doing the application and submitting your high school and college transcripts is all you need to do for that. And we also have amazing scholarships. If you might recognize some of these, even though it might have been a long time when you were in high school, if you belong to any of these organizations, check it on your application. You can still get a renewable scholarship because of that. We have one FAFSA code for both campuses, and we would love you to visit. We have both virtual tours as well as in-person tours right now. And that's the site where you can see about them, as well as this site here. Also with financial aid, GI Jobs has chosen Johnson & Wales as one of the top military-friendly schools in the country. So we accept the GI Bill, Yellow Ribbon. If you come to Johnson & Wales, we want you to succeed as much as you want to succeed. And we have tremendous resources to help you. Our Center for Academic Support. If students have learning differences, just self-identify. We're here to help you. And here's Stacy's contact info as well as mine. We'd love to see you at Johnson & Wales. Go Wildcats!
Thank you. Lastly, we'll be hearing from Southern New Hampshire University.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gayla Freelon with Southern New Hampshire University. I am Regional Director of Academic Alliances at Southern New Hampshire University, or SNU. You'll probably hear me go back and forth between the two. But I'm excited to be here. A little different than some of the schools that I've presented to you previously. But I'm excited to share information about who we are at Southern New Hampshire University and the benefit of an education with us. So let's get started. Our university started in the 1930s, believe it or not, and we started out catering to busy adults who could not attend traditional day classes. And today we've grown to meet the new needs of our students. We serve about 3,000 students at our 30-acre traditional campus in Manchester, New Hampshire. It's about a little less than an hour outside of Boston. So you have that small town feel and you can go to the big city if you want to. But most of our students are online, and we serve over 100,000 students more globally through our online programs. We are a private nonprofit university. We are accredited by the New England Commission of Higher Education, and we're just really proud to provide quality degree programs to learners globally. If there's anybody that is on the webinar that is a military service member on this webinar, thank you so much for your service. We launched our online programs in 1995 to give active duty service members a way to pursue an education online while serving their country. So we offer up to 30% discounts for service members, both full and part-time, as well as their spouses. So we have bachelor's and master's degree programs in all kinds of subjects available so students can prepare themselves for a career in almost any field. Our programs are designed by subject matter experts and they're taught by industry professionals. So you can be confident that you'll learn in-demand skills wherever you are. Some of our top programs include business, cybersecurity, and IT. Our nursing program is really popular. We have an RN to BSN and we offer an accelerated RN to MSN. Our human services and public health programs are really growing as well. So if you are interested in transferring to us at Southern New Hampshire University, we accept up to 90 transfer credits towards our 120 credit bachelor's degrees. So that means that you could have up to 75% of your degree completed, leaving you only 30 credits to finish at SNU. By transferring in those credits, you're effectively saving yourself time and money spent earning your bachelor's degree. If we partner with your college, we've already created pathways to maximize the work that you've already done. So you won't have to worry about application fees and we'll order your transcripts at no cost for you. For admissions, we will accept ACT and SAT scores, but they are not required. Our online tuition is $320 per credit hour or $960 per course. That is, if we partner with your school in the Virginia Community College system, you receive a 10% discount on that already low online tuition. So that 10% discount saves you $32 on every credit and $96 on every course. Tuition is $288 per credit hour with that 10% discount. And of course, financial aid is available for qualifying students, and our staff will help you navigate that process once you get there. So with campus and online options with Southern New Hampshire University, you can be a part of this new community in a way that best fits where you are in life. If you want in-person classes and a traditional college experience, come to campus. If you work full-time or you just need more flexibility, our online programs might be more your speed. With online, there are no mandatory login times, so you can complete your weekly assignments when it's convenient for you. With 6 undergraduate term starts each year, you can start your next degree online. It's new as soon as you finish your associate's degree or whenever it works for you. We're on a semester system, and there's 2 8-week terms in the semester. So to tell you a little bit about campus and online, if you're looking to get involved, we provide opportunities to join clubs, organizations, and honor societies to our online students as well as our on-campus students. Campus is home to more than 75 recognized clubs and organizations, Division II sports team, Greek life, and more. But if you're an online student, you'll also have access to a community. It's called SNU Connect. It's a private community that we built specifically for our online students. And here you can network, join clubs, attend webinars, and interact with peers in a more informal setting. You can connect with other students in your region and your state, but you can also connect with other students across the country and internationally as well. We built a great student experience team that's equipped to help students from the day they apply through graduation and beyond. Whether you are at our traditional campus or online, we have a host of student resources available for learning, tutoring, technology, military service members, and beyond. So just a quick recap. You can save money with the 10% tuition discount on our online programs or up to $16,000 in grants when you attend on campus. Save time with transfer pathways and make the most of your credits. And you can choose from over 200 undergraduate and graduate degree programs. Take the next steps. If you're interested in applying, connect with your transfer office. Our next starts are October 26th and January 4th of next year. And feel free to visit our transfer landing page. Again, my name is Gayla. Feel free to reach out to me via phone or email with any questions. Thank you, Anna. I see you pop in.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very short 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions at strivescan.com/Virginia. In about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/Virginia. Thank you.